Bill Donahue is the head of the Catholic League, and there is I think, a stunning. Would you describe this letter as highly unusual and stunning, Bill?
Absolutely. This is not the kind of thing you normally see coming from the bishops. No.
How far up the chain of command? I've read that this really started all the way to the Pope and kind of came down. Is that true?
Well, there's no question that they had what's called an ad limina visit. That is to say that the bishops, many of them, met with the Holy Father here just recently in Rome, and they spoke to the question of religious freedom. And it was obvious from the address that he gave that he was speaking directly about the Obama administration. They didn't mention Obama administration by name in the letter, but everybody who knows anything that's going on knows exactly what's going. That is the case. And Archbishop Dolan, who'll be a cardinal next month, and he's the head of the Bishops' Conference, thank God. We have a man there who's not only bright, PhD in church history and the like, but he's got the courage. And he's going to – this thing
That's
is
really
not
what it's
over
going to
by
take.
a long shot.
It's really what it's going to take, because you're right. This is a long fight, and they are going to try to get in first and separate us from each other in our own faiths, and then make sure that we don't stand together as faiths. Would you agree?
I would agree with you. And I'll tell you, there are steps being taken already. Catholic Advocate, for example, CatholicAdvocate.com, Dale Hudson, Matt Smith, they're trying to organize people at the parish level. People should go to their website and find that out. There are two bills before the Congress. Representative Fortenberry and Senator Blunt both are supporting the Respect for Rights of Conscience Act, but it's tied up in committee. It has to come out of the committee. I will be sitting down, hopefully, with Archbishop Dolan next week to come up with some other plans. But look, I just got a nice letter from Ed Koch. I love Ed. And he said, listen, Catholics and Jews have to stand together in these times. And that is true of people of all faiths. We know what we're up against, and you said it very well. I mean, this is just like a little slippery slope here, and if they're going to take on the Catholic Church, everybody else is going to be vulnerable.
I will tell you, it's Ephesians 6. We're not fighting against the Obama administration. We're fighting against evil. And when you're willing to go down this road and do the kinds of things that they are doing to all faiths on almost all fronts right now, it is a full assault from every direction. We have got to wake up. What do we do as non-Catholics? How can we help? If you're a Catholic, you can go to your parish. And what was the name of that website?
Yes, CatholicAdvocate.com. That would be a good one. But I also think that they can press their congressperson about the Respect for Rights of Conscience Act. The Respect for Rights of Conscience Act is one in the House and one in the Senate. We've got to get this kind of legislation out there. And I think you're going to see more building of coalitions over the next couple of months because this is at a crisis level. It's not going. As I say, the ultimate goal is to get abortion on demand covered in every single health care plan, Catholic and non-Catholic alike. That's what they want.
And I'll go a step further. What they want is the destruction of all faith until they unify it into one kind of progressive, nightmarish kind of faith that means nothing, like they did in Europe.
Well, this guy, Sean Casey, is their former religion advisor, and he's talking about how we have to get rid of religion. I mean, he doesn't work in the environment. This guy was a religion advisor. And by the way, St. Patrick was the first public person in history to take on slavery. So this guy doesn't even know what he's talking about, these morons.
It was always, I believe we're in the third great awakening. We just better get out of bed pretty soon. It's always the people. You end slavery here in America. What was the Underground Railroad? Who even started that? It was churches. It was people of faith. It's Christians that end it every single time.
Right.
So thank you so much, Bill. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Bye-bye. Let me ask you, have you registered for Restoring Love? You will see by the time we get here, by the time we get to July 26th through the 28th, you are going to see what I believe it's going to catch up. It's going to catch up.